Two strong men lifted a metal barrel with great effort. No one knew what was inside it. They put the barrel on the table, and the female sheriff opened the lid at once. She asked the doctor what this creature was. The doctor looked at the creature and became terrified. He quickly poured what was inside the barrel into a fish tank. A fierce fish appeared in the water. It had one row of sharp teeth, and it was extremely aggressive. The doctor put his finger into the water to test the fish's nature, but it almost bit off his finger. At that moment, an officer told the doctor that there was not only one of these fish, there were at least 10,000 of them in the lake. The doctor panicked. He took out a fossil block and compared it with the fish in front of him. The shocking thing was that the fish looked exactly the same as the pattern on the fossil. This meant it was a piranha species that had been extinct for 10 million years. At the same time, a tourist party was happening on the town lake. Many tourists were already gathered there, and they were enjoying different activities. The sheriff arrived with her team. They wanted to drive the tourists away, but the tourists ignored them. The police had no choice but to fire warning shots. Then the police used a loudspeaker to tell them the danger. But the tourists laughed at the police for interfering. Some even jumped into the lake to swim, and others kept enjoying the party. When they played in the water, the piranhas reached their feet. After the first victim appeared, the whole lake fell into chaos. Only then did everyone believe what the police had said, but it was too late. Even though the police tried their best to save them, the number of dead people kept rising. To survive, the tourists rushed onto the stage. This made the stage lose balance, and it tipped over. The tourists fell into the water again. Next, the steel wire of the stage broke and turned two beautiful women into four. Under the crazy attack of the piranhas, the tourists completely lost the ability to save themselves. A man tried to escape by driving a speedboat into the tourists in the lake. One tourist after another had their heads crushed by the boat, but the man never expected the turbine to catch a woman's hair. This caused the boat to shut down and stop. At once, everyone tried to climb onto the boat. The man was pushed into the water instead. With the officers' help, some people were saved, and some were left with only parts of their bodies. Even when the survivors were close to the shore, the piranhas did not give up. The police fired every bullet in their magazines to buy more time. Then one officer removed the engine from the boat. He wanted to fight the piranhas to the end. But under their fierce attack, the officer finally fell into the bloody water. The lake that had been clean was now full of floating limbs and blood. Just when the sheriff thought she had control of the situation, a phone call made her panic again. It was because her son was surrounded by countless piranhas.